Did you know that Coca-Cola invests billions upon billions annually in advertising, yet never once attempts to convince you to buy their products? Instead, they offer an idea of joy, unity, and harmony. From cleverly worded ads to exclusive contracts with schools and even propaganda during a time of conflict, Coca-Cola has come a long way from its humble beginnings as a medicinal drink. While Coca-Cola's success is undeniable, its dark secrets remain firmly entrenched in the shadows. Before you decide to raise your glass in a toast, let's take a look at the dark side of this refreshing beverage. From health and environmental issues to questionable advertising practices, Coca-Cola may not be as sweet as they want you to believe. Uncovering how Coca-Cola started, a dark history. Coca-Cola had a humble beginning as an imitation of other popular drinks. During the 1880s, people were extremely skeptical of physicians and thus began to rely on home remedies as alternatives. This surge in trust also enabled entrepreneurs to capitalize on this trend, by introducing a vast array of elixirs that made numerous miraculous medical promises. In reality, the majority of these products were dangerous, ineffective mixtures. Yet due to there being no regulation in place and people believing what they were told by the companies selling them, business was booming. One such drink, Vin Morioni, composed of a mixture of wine and cocaine, boasted the ability to cure any disease as long as one consumed 3 glasses each day. Enter John Pemberton, a war veteran who was gravely hurt in battle and deemed by his physicians to be at death's door. In an effort to comfort him, doctors administered morphine to reduce his pain and suffering. Despite this close call, Pemberton somehow managed to survive. However, he became dependent on morphine as a result. In his attempt to overcome his dependence on morphine, Pemberton experimented with Vin Morioni and felt an improved state of well-being. He was hooked. He became an avid admirer of the drink. Pleased with the drink's effects on himself, Pemberton, who was a chemist or pharmacist, went about crafting a version that could offer similar results, culminating triumphantly in 1884 with Pemberton's French wine Coca. This is the imitation drink that eventually became the iconic beverage we all know today. Unlike other entrepreneurs of the era, Pemberton was a devoted believer in, and user of his product, with no goal to scam people. Unfortunately for him, unforeseen issues lay ahead on the horizon. Upon the arrival of Prohibition, Pemberton adjusted his formula to create a non-alcoholic beverage by replacing the wine with carbonated water. Sadly, this resulted in a bitter aftertaste that was not well received. In order to bring the taste back to life and recreate its energizing effect, copious amounts of sugar were added to the recipe. And with this new formulation, a new name was needed. Fortunately, Frank Robinson, Pemberton's bookkeeper, came up with Coca-Cola. Interestingly, during taste tests of the day, a competing beverage called Client Coca was swiftly becoming more popular and gaining notice. Perhaps this was the inspiration for the catchy new name. With rivals releasing elixirs boasting identical medicinal benefits, Pemberton's struggle to differentiate Coca-Cola had dire consequences in terms of disheartening sales.